Oh, that's cute.
Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday. Just want to make sure you guys can all hear me because I lost my mic setup today. It stopped working and I almost threw it out in the driveway and ran it over. Can everybody welcome Mama Bear? Hi.
Hi, everyone. Hello. How we doing?
Is there volume now? Can you all hear me? Give me a yes. Yes, I can hear you. Okay, Nettie's got me. Hi, Nettie. Hi, Jan. Honestly, I'm excited for tonight's live.
Me too. I'm really excited. I was watching your video from earlier where you were talking about it. And you had me writing notes down. So I've got my little notepad of things that I wanted to make sure we touch on tonight because of what you were saying.
I love it. Love it that you are organized and everything. Okay. I don't know if everybody saw the video that came out today. There were two, but I did link the July hop calendar. It's no longer going to be under my description box. Head over to my .com and just put in the word hop and you will find it, and it's free. Now, I see we have Marty with Budget and Chaos. Girl, you're in the hop for July, just so you know. There will be an email coming out. So, can you all see that? Marty, you got the 30th. All right, let's see what we got going on here, Steph.
Yep, we've got, let's see if I can, I've got my computer over here. I'm trying to see who's on here to be able to read it. I had to zoom in. I'm so blind. Hold on.
I've got 3 pair of glasses sitting here, so don't even, I feel you.
I'm telling you, I hate this getting old thing. Yeah, I missed it. Okay.
Okay, so the hop, for the rest of the hop coming up, we have the Crafty Saver. Janet went today. She did a great job. We have My Modern Homestead. We have Nikki with Dragonfly Saves. Nikki's here.
Okay, there you are.
And the Dramatic Panda. I think I just saw her too. So those are the girls that are coming up for the last week of June. Then I just want to show you July real quick. Okay? This way you guys get a visual of July. And if your name is on this, you will definitely be emailed. Mama Bear, is your computer sound down?
No, I can hear you. Yeah,
okay.
my computer sound is off.
Okay.
And are you getting feedback?
I was for a quick second. Kaylee, you're on board this month, coming up, July. What else? Who else do we have here? And also, just so you know, we got Laura Bell Creations in the house. Her birthday is July. She could tell you the date if she wants to, but it's right around the hop for her.
Yay.
So we can't forget to wish her a happy birthday.
Hopefully she gets to ring the bell on her her time. That would be fun.
Isn't that? I agree. Yes.
I'm reading everybody's comments. That's why I'm quiet. I'm over here. That's what I do when I watch when you and Andrew are on here. I'm reading everybody's comments all the time, so I got to remember to talk.
Miss Andra, the traveling savings chief, is actually traveling today. She should be maybe at the airport, but she'll be going from Charlotte to DC very soon. You never know. She might pop into the comments.
She actually even posted a video I saw of her trying to find a house. And I haven't been able to watch it yet. I have it in my watch list.
I didn't see that video yet, but she sent me an email or text message. Here she is. She sent me a text message with the house that she likes the best. Hi, Andra.
Have a safe flight.
Yes, safe travels, my friend. I knew she was going to hop in for just a second. I knew it. See? That's what the village is all about.
She does better at this whole this live thing than I do. So
you need to give yourself just a little bit more credit.
This old lady has to learn how to do all this stuff.
Okay. I think I'm older than you.
Yeah, you are, but I feel it.
Did you guys all see how she just threw me under that bus and she ran over me?
It's all in love. It's all in love. And you guys are seeing like the part of my desk that I never show because of the way my camera had to be. So this is all the things right here.
But you know what I find that to be the best is that everything is reachable. What you need is right in front of you.
Right. Exactly. And that's why sometimes you see me reaching forward. I try to pull it out because I have like a little cart next to me too. But
if I could create inside my own office, you know how like, did you ever work in an office where you were in a cubby? You had your own cubby?
No.
Oh my gosh. I worked for a bank. I was in the mortgage appraisal department back when I was right out of high school. And I had my own cubby. And you have the 3 walls with the entrance in. Oh my God, I had it all set up. Everything was like right around me.
My husband had one of those when he used to work for Disney. He had all that, and he worked in like one of those cubby things. I couldn't do it. I have to be out and about.
Right. Ann said it was cubicles. It was cubicles. But you know what? I loved the girl in front of me, and I loved the girl behind me. So I was good.
Yeah, yeah. Seashell Save says, "Oh, cubby nightmares."
That's funny.
Yeah, I would have nightmares if I had to sit.
Right?
I would not be able to last if I had to just sit there all the time. I have to get up to be able to move.
I was stuck in a police car for 8 hours a day. Thank God I was able to handle that.
You were in the action, driving around. That's a little different, I think.
I know. You prayed for no action, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
And on slow nights, you were like, oh, when's it going to hit the fan? And then it did. Right before it was time to go home.
That sounds right. My dad was a volunteer for the police department for 25 years as a senior volunteer, and they got their own cars and everything and uniforms, and they got to write tickets, and he loved it. But yeah, when he would get bored, he would kind of get anxious.
Yep, that's for darn sure. So we got 130 strong here right now. Yes. So while we're at 130 strong, do you guys want to do Saving 101 since we are here? Should we do Saving 101 first?
Yeah, let's get it out of the way because I feel like that's the one people have to remind all the time.
Because then I agree. We're in the middle of like hot discussions and we get deep into conversation and then we forget. Okay. Someone needs to remind me, what was the denomination we were bringing to the table tonight?
I think it was 20 or 25.
All right. Somebody tell me. I know. Which one is it?
I'm looking.
She's doing 101 on the plane.
It was 20.
Okay.
Wait. There's 25. No, everybody's saying 20. I think the majority's saying 20.
Okay. I kind of agree that I thought it was 20 because I put a $5 prop bill in there because when I filmed my Monday video last week, it was on Sunday. And then after I was done with the video, I threw prop money in there. So what I'm doing personally is I have a $5 bill set aside, but I have to add that into my calendar system because it was not part of my save.
Yeah.
So I'm going to
Pat and Robin, if you want to do 25, because if you budgeted 25, do 25. That's okay.
All right. I changed my tally on my date to 205. How do you guys want to, what do you want to color in? You guys tell us what you want to color. Do you want to do a 15 and get the 15 out of the way with 1.5? You guys tell me 15 and 5, or how do you want to break it down? Let's see. It's like drum roll, please.
I know. I'm waiting for everybody to chime in. It says, I did 15 house and a $5 bone from Lisa Williams. I think 15 and 5 is going to be the way.
And honestly, that's the way I wanted to do it, because I wanted to knock that 15 out.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to do 15 and 5. All right. What are we bringing to the table next week? What do you guys want to bring?
I like that idea of 15 and 5.
But you know what? It's up to everybody. You want to do 10 and 10, do 10 and 10. It really comes down to the same amount of monies.
True. Let's see.
All right.
Hi, Lisa.
You guys tell me what you want to bring.
So Lisa says, great minds think alike, villagers, 20. Most people are chiming in $20 again.
Are we good with 20 again? But listen, if you're not good with 20, please don't stress and don't, what's the word I'm looking for? Spread yourself thin.
Yeah, if you can't do that, don't do it. You're on your own journey and your own path, and you follow what you do. I'm not even doing it because I have too many going on right now. So I'm just cheering y'all on.
And that works too. Okay. So we're going to do 20 next week. And if you can't bring 20, that's so okay. So let's write down 20. And now Saving 101 is done. Remember, the calendar is over on the .com. Go check that out there. And then before we get into, did you all see this in today's video? We talked about this last week. She's got it already. This is this is also free. It's on my .com. You have to just type in Christmas in July. It shows up as 0 monies, and you just check out as if you were checking it out. But that's the way I'm going to be like giving things away now. It's over on my .com. Go get it. And you all got it. So I have a question for everyone. Now, this is going to be Wednesdays in July. You want to link that to all your subscribers and give it to them for free. Put that link below your video. Give it to them. Just give it to them. And This is the best. I know she's still here because she's a busy woman. Jan Brown. Miss Jan Brown said last week, because there's 5 weeks, she thinks she's going to be bringing $20 to Wednesdays. I kind of like that idea, and I think I'm going to allocate $20 so that I save an extra $100 in the month of July.
Sorry, that was loud. I'm making
That's
money.
okay. What do you all think you're going to, what do you think you guys are going to save? What do you think your budget will allow? I just want to see what numbers pop in. Because I never want to stress you, and I never want to get you guys like, oh my gosh.
I see $20 coming up a lot.
Lake and Bacon, you're going to do $50 a week. I'd be so proud of you. I think that's awesome.
You go, girl.
Love it.
That's a lot. I'm putting it right here in my Christmas binder as number 1. So remember to do it.
Love it. Every Wednesdays. And like I said, if you've got a channel, please just do it on Wednesdays. That's all I'm asking, is just make it a Wednesday gig in the month of July.
I think I'm going to do 25 because I was going to change my weekly allotment for my Christmas savings challenges to 75 from 50. So I'll just take that 25 and put it in there.
Ooh, I like the way you're mathing.
Because I was doing the math on how many weeks until Christmas. And if I don't increase it, what I have currently in my binder, I'm not going to make my goal that I want. So I was going to raise it up to 75 in July. So I'll just put 25 into this challenge.
And you know what's funny is that you said you were counting your weeks.
Yes, ma'am.
I did it with my getaway, with my Salem getaway. I'm like, today I was sitting here going, oh my gosh, how much do I need? And how many weeks until then? So how much do I have to bring a week? So
yeah.
I've got these numbers down pat, and you're going to see them. I think you're going to see this come to play 4 times a week.
Well, that's good. That'll be a good, because that trip's going to come up quick.
And I really do want to have that fully funded, and I want to come home with money.
Linda, it's okay if you don't want to use that challenge for Christmas. You can use it for whatever you like. Just it doesn't have to be for Christmas.
No, just play along with us and then sync it to wherever you need it sync.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So we have that in play. And then you all saw that we have new trackers for the hop. They're over on the .com. But what we're really here to talk about tonight is, Steph, do you want to lead us into it?
Sure. So on my channel, I've been talking about homework. And I even saw some of you wrote in your welcome that you've been working on your homework, which is awesome. That made me happy. I've been working on doing Focus Fridays. I'm going to move this. And basically, if you haven't heard my analogy, I don't know where, it just popped out of my head on this. And I, if you don't know me already, I like to laugh, have a lot of fun when I'm doing this because it makes me happy and gives me joy. And I love Snow White. So I had to, if I can bring that in, I can. So basically what I'm trying to get everyone to focus on is remembering why you're doing this and knowing that you're going to kind of stumble along the way, but writing down your plan, your thoughts, your feelings, remembering your why along the way and along your journey. This goes for lots of things, not just budgeting. In my career, we've always come back to what's your why? What's your why? When things get tough, what's your why? Oh yeah, okay, I get it. I'm going to show up tomorrow. But writing it down is so important. And so I talked about getting a notebook. I also talked about, okay, I love Happy Planner just like Donna. And I did get the Snow White collection when they came out with it. But I want to show y'all what I did when I was sitting downstairs watching Donna's video and I wanted to write notes. I did talk about, we get these little notepads in the mail for free from like the real estate agents. And I literally have one of these on my little table next to the couch because a lot of times I'm watching your videos on there. And I just started tracking my notes, So it doesn't have to be something expensive, but there's a lot of validity to writing it down pen and paper. It sticks, it keeps you focused. Definitely a big fan of that. And I truly believe it. So what's your why? What do you want? And then your steps to get there. And then we talked about in the next week, writing down, because honestly, I'm coming up with these because I'm going through this, y'all. I'm doing this with you. Either a daily or weekly positive on something you're doing positive, right? Something you're doing good, because we've got to reward ourselves. When I listened to Donna give herself an F in her goals today, I wrote it down on my little notepad. See right here? I have it. Because, we've got to not be so hard on ourselves. Yes, we have to be aware that we're not meeting our goals by making certain choices, but she also talked about how she needed that self-care. And so we've got to go back to, it's okay. We can still go back and start over, reset. And she'll talk about the reset. And writing those struggles down, but making sure that you're still sticking on a positive attitude, because if you go down that wormhole, you will stop doing this and then it'll just keep getting worse and worse. And so we've got to stick to stay positive on this and not being so hard on ourselves. Giving ourselves grace is important. Having actions are also important because that gets you to move. When you're stuck in something, if you don't have an action plan, you will stay there stuck. And I am constantly making action plans because I don't know if it's because I have undiagnosed ADHD, but I know I have it. But I'm constantly writing things down like, I've got to do this. I've got to change this. I've got to do this. I have to rework this. I'm never settled. And that's just me. I know that about myself. But it makes me feel better when I do step 1, step 2, step 3. And so that's why I gave you that as your homework. Does that make sense, Donna?
Yes, ma'am, 100%.
Okay. So that's what we've kind of been focusing on our Focus Fridays, is kind of like looking at your reality. I don't want to give you like all the words because everybody's journey is different. I just want you to give you some guiding tools, the tools thing, to help you kind of reflect and think about where you're at in your journey. You might be doing awesome. I see some debt being paid off out in this community that, woo, I am going to get there one day. I see trips being funded. All the things that I really want to have in my goals, you guys are accomplishing. But it also means you've got to set new goals for yourself. You've got to keep going on that financial freedom journey. And that's why it's good to write it down, because then you can go back and go, you get a little gold star on this one because you accomplished that. You know, I think it's important to reward yourself. And whether it's writing down something amazing, sharing it with someone, it's definitely important and it keeps you motivated. I feel like
so let's just take this word right here. Can you all see this? Tools, right?
Yeah.
So here in this village, we come up with a lot of tools. Mama Bear creates, I create, other channels create. Savings challenges are a tool, right? Our trackers are tools. Our community goals, meaning our 101 savings, our HOP is goals. They're tools that we use to get from here to here, right? But I talk about this a lot. You can buy all the tools in the world. Doesn't make you a carpenter. You have to put those tools into play.
Yes.
You have to take them and you've got to acclimate them to your life. There is no keeping up with the Joneses here. You've got to do what works for you. And I'm going to tell you this, for me, this here was the best tool. I honestly, deep down in my heart, was the best tool that I ever came up with for the village.
Oh, I love that.
Because, and it's because I want you to get in the habit of saving. And I do. I want you to save every day. I am passionate about that. And I don't care if it's between a penny and a dollar. Habits, tools, you have to use them. You can't buy them because they look pretty. Implement them.
Oh, I don't know why there's an echo. My YouTube is on mute. I can get rid of it if that helps. Do you hear an echo, Donna?
I hear a little kickback. I don't know what that is.
It could be my internet. I live out in the middle of nowhere.
Okay.
I'm just I'll close off and YouTube and I just won't watch it. So you'll have to tell me what everybody's saying. Is that better?
Okay. Let's see how that works. All right. We'll just keep going and see if that changed anything.
Okay.
Nope. I don't think it did.
Weird.
Let me go out and come back in. Give me 1 second. All right, let's see if that helped, because sometimes you got to go out and come back in, and we'll see if it gives us a back. All right, Mama Bear, do you want to introduce what we were talking about today, this morning? Oh,
Sure.
go ahead, girl.
So, Donna, the master of ideas, she's a master motivator in my mind. She's like, we need to come up with something to share with them. And I'm like, that's a good idea. And so I got on my computer and just started creating. And this is what we got. I'm going to pull it out. So I'm going to do the Donna reveal. I never get to do that. All right. So this is you didn't ask for it, but you need it. Does that make sense? Can you guys hear me?
Yep, we're good. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm going to flip it over. And this one I cut out so you can see the difference. I went ahead and made stationery for you, basically, that you can put in either your binder, your if you have a big notebook, or I also made it in the classic Happy Planner size, and depending on what you need. So I'm gonna just pull out one right now. And this is when you cut it out off this one, I'll show you, it does fit in here. All right, so that's a small one. And then there's one for homework, to do, and important, because I am constantly writing down to-do lists. I need to put down things that are important, that goes with my goals. I do this daily, weekly. My to-do list, I definitely do daily. My important would be my weekly. And then my homework is what we're going to be focusing on our Focus Fridays. So all three of these come together, and let me show you. This is if you print it out big. So I brought out my binder just to show you that you can put these hole punched right there or in your folder, whatever you have. They are a digital download, and they are currently in my Etsy shop. I put them live before we went live tonight. So it's a digital download. You get both sizes and you get all three. So you'll get 6 downloads. So if you want to do it the classic size, or if you want to do it full page, 8.5 by 11, you get all 3 of these here. And I was motivated by something that Donna did in her video today. And let me get my little notepad because I have to remember what I called it. She is doing 25% off in her shop. Y'all, if you didn't see that, make sure you check that out. I am going to do a 20% just for my people in this live who are watching. If you're listening, you will hear it. My code is SAVE20, the number 20, MAMA, MAMA. SAVE20, MAMA. And it's good through Thursday, the 27th. Save and you get 20% off. There is a minimum that you spend at least $3.50. This document that you get 6 of are $3.50.
Tell me again, Save Mama, the capital?
Yes.
Save Mama 20?
No, Save 20 Mama.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay, Save 20 Mama. That was very generous of you.
So if you're, there were certain things that you've been waiting on, that'd be a good time to get it. But on these ones, you get 6 downloads and it's $3.50. So I didn't think that was too bad. And plus you can use the code this week if you want to get them. I thought they were pretty cute. I had fun designing it. Had to make some pink in there. You know me.
Nettie's Budgets linked it right away for us. So thank you so much.
Oh, thank you. I'm going to go ahead and punch it so I can put it in my notebook.
So honestly, let's give them a little backstory for a second. Yesterday, when I got to sit down and start watching videos that I felt like I missed because I could not watch them for like 2 weeks, I got so excited over her focus of last week. And I went out. I had to go out yesterday morning. And I messaged her. I'm like, do you have time to chat? She's like, yeah. So we call each other, and I'm like, your focus and my reset are melding. And I fell in love with the focus, because honestly, I felt so focused in January and February. And then I kind of said this. I'm going to mute you, Steph. And when you want to get unmuted, can you give me a thumbs up for a second?
Sure. Am I making noise?
I don't know if it's you or me, so don't assume it's you.
I'm sorry. Okay.
No. Okay. As long as she's muted, I'm gonna you know what? Since it's still there, you can actually put on your YouTube, Steph.
Okay. I see it.
Okay. Okay. All right. So the focus and the reset, when I saw these, and I said that in my video today, I gave myself an F. And Steph wasn't joking when she said that, Donna gave herself an F. And I'm reading in the comments, you say we're our own worst critics. And I do. I put myself high because I wanna keep raising that bar, right? I muted Mama Bear. I think that it's a glitch between her and I. So I raised that bar. And when I called Steph, I said, we need lists. We need to make lists. We need to give them, let's come up with a tool. And this is why I want to reiterate in the worst way, like in the most way. It's not the worst way. Please don't buy the tools if you're not going to use them. Buy the tools and use them, because I think it's extremely important. And like Steph and I say all the time, it's the pen, the paper, the writing, the rewriting. I just wrote these down. I'm going to then take this and rewrite it again. The more I write it down, the more I remember, the more I focus. So I'm going to unmute her and see what she says. There you go.
I agree 100%. If you're going to get the tool, make sure you're using it. So that's why I made 3 different ones, because yes, we're going to do homework, and homework could be something you give yourself. I was always the nerdy girl that did all my homework. And so, yeah, I love it. And so I'm going to give myself homework. I will share what I'm doing, and that way you can do it too. But I also wanted to make sure that I did my to-do and my important, because I wanted to make sure that I am using that's what I use. I know I'm going to use every single day, every week, because I do it anyways. And so I wanted to keep it in the same place. And so I'm going to be able to put those in here. I have my different tabs. See, I've got in here is my July brain dump. You get a little quick peek of it. I've been working in this notebook. And so it's important that I'm a visual person. And so if I see something and it's visually appealing, I will do it and I will focus on it. I will take this little scratchy thing and I'll write it nicely somewhere else in my notebook, because that's just how I am. But it doesn't mean you couldn't just do it with paper and pen in a little spiral notebook. You do what works for you. And the important thing is that you're doing it.
Okay, I'm going to agree with you 100%. And I've given out so many tools in past lives, and I was using them. Now, here you go. Perfect examples. 1, 2, 3 books, but I only use one, right? So for this reset, I've got to find a way to organize my tools. I'm challenging all of you, because I know for a fact, I'm going to mute you, Steph. Give me a thumbs up if you need to come back in. This is my calendar system. I actually use this. So I'm not even going to say I don't use that. I use that. In here, we talked about it. Budgets. Budgets are important. The income trackers, the mortgage payoff. Okay, I was good up until April. April, I stopped. I need to get into habits again. And I'm going to take a few days this week, and I am going to go over every single one of these binders. And I challenge you to do the same thing. Print out the papers, get yourself organized. But I'm honestly sitting here looking for the brain dump. I know I gave it to you all, and I want to go off on that one for a second. Did you guys ever do a brain dump? Can you give me a yes or no in the comment section? Give me a yes or no. All right, you're unmuted if you want to join in and say something.
Okay, so I'm flipping to my July brain dump that I did just the other day. And there's just some things that I'm kind of working on and how much money I'm going to put towards challenges. And I just literally dump everything into this page. It's not organized, but what I do after I do a brain dump is I sit on it for a day. And I just let it sit there. And if I come up with other ideas, I'll add to that brain dump. And then I go to bed and I wake up and I look at it the next day with fresh eyes and I start to organize it, because it's like you look at it in a different way. And I go, okay, this didn't make sense. Ooh, yes, I want to make sure I prioritize that. And then I organize my brain dump into either an important or a to-do list or a plan. So depending on what it is.
Okay, I'm going to link something to you guys right now. Hold on one second. I'm going to share. All right, anyone can get it. So here's the list. Here's the link. Let me know if you guys get this. This is brain dump. This is what you're going to download. It's just a list. Brain dumps are so important.
It did come up.
And you okay, so you guys got that. Do me a favor. If you're using a binder system or you're using the Happy Planner, print it out, cut it, save it, put in loose leaf pages. I don't care. Put it in your notebook. Use it. Lisa, thank you so much. And, I think because my reset is coming faster than I thought, like literally next Monday. We've got 1 week till I reset.
Yeah, July 1st is coming fast.
Where did the month of June go?
I don't know, but I was thinking that. I'm like, June is flying.
I think a brain dump almost on a daily basis could be so important. Did you all see, like, I'm not trying to make you spend money. I'm really not. But did you all see these from Walmart? These were in my 2 videos ago. Today's video, but the first one. These are $6 for this whole box of daily planners. $6. I don't know if it's the organization of them or the colors of them, but it's a year of tracking right here. A year of tracking.
What I like about those is they're small too. You can pop it in your bag really easy.
Your bag, and
like
then
if you're traveling,
a journal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's a year-long journal for $6. But this, I'm just saying that there are tools out there. You don't have to go buy this stuff. Don't even think that you have to. But it's the inexpensive stuff sometimes that actually work the best. But dumping what's in here out can almost free up space up there.
And see, and this is why, like, if I do something like this, why I rewrite it in my notebook is I go back and look at my brain dumps from the past, because I might have an idea in there that maybe didn't work at that time, but it's something I can do right now, and I forgot all about it. So it's important to go back and look at your brain dumps.
I agree. And honestly, and you know what? You always make New Year's resolutions in January, right? End of December, beginning of January. Life is crazy. Let's start this in July.
Yeah.
Find a way to slow it down. And I'm going to envision this. You guys are going to laugh. Self-care. I don't know how to do self-care, but I think this is self-care for me.
I think self-care looks different for everybody, and self-care can take different avenues. For me, when I organize and I kind of get everything the way I want it, and I feel like there's a system to things, that helps me feel better. And so I consider that self-care. But getting my nails done is another thing that is for self-care. You know what I mean? So it just depends on what you're doing it for.
And honestly, I think this, for me, is self-care.
So, Misha, we're the worst. I think, no offense to any males that are on here, I think females are the worst at self-care. We, and we always tend, I mean, I don't know about y'all, but we tend to put people there in front of us. And I almost feel selfish when I do self-care. I don't know about y'all, but I do. And I that's where I got to write my positives down. Like, it's okay to do this. And it's not like I have any pressure. My husband was so excited when I went and got my nails done the other day. I haven't done that in a while. But I was like, ooh, I just spent money. You know, but I didn't have any problem buying something for the house, you know, but putting it into me was really hard.
I have to agree. And I keep saying that every time you stop talking, but I have to agree wholeheartedly with that. I care for everyone else. I'd rather give them everything and me say, you know what, I really don't need that. But deep down inside, a part of me sometimes does need something.
Yeah.
And
I have a good example of that today where I actually was proud of myself. My husband had jumper cables that he got from work, and it was like a nice set and was in a bag and everything. And he's like, so do you think you want this for your car? And I'm like, well, I think so. And he's like, well, if not, I'll just give it to the boys. And I'm like, no, they get everything. I think I want this for my car. Go put it in my trunk, please.
Exactly.
And I was so proud of myself for just saying that. And he's like, oh, okay. But automatically we want to, you know, we both do that. We're like, oh, we'll just give it to the boys. They probably need it. No, I need one.
Hi, Jason. Okay, see, so we do have a guy, and Jason, I still think that you're the only guy, and I embrace that you're here, right? And he actually says that his wife doesn't know self-care either. And honestly, I think it's a woman thing, just like you said. And this is the truth. And for the last 2 weeks, I gave so much of myself, and I don't care about that. I did. I gave so much of myself to everyone in my personal home-based village. That if I was a gas tank, I went from full to empty. Friday night when I came home and I cleaned my own house and took care of everything that is here, John actually said to me, are you done cleaning? And I said to him, no, I'm home now. I need to clean our space. And I'm vacuuming, so on and so forth. But when I put my head on my pillow at night, I grab my iPad and I watch videos, or I love to play solitaire or free cell. I think it's free cell. I literally went on Happy Planner. Do I need another planner? No. Did the visuals on there Get me? Of course they did. They had Lilo and Stitch. They have a whole new line. And again, I'm not pushing. I needed to fill that void. So I'm going to take that void and I'm going to tag it for me as that was self-care for me. And I don't feel guilty that I spent that money.
Right. Well, and I was hoping they didn't come out with Moana because they had made a teaser on Instagram about something coming out, and everybody was saying it was either between Lilo and Stitch and Moana, and I'm like, yeah, I might be in trouble if they come out with Moana because I really like that theme.
And I have to tell you this again, if you happen to go over to the Happy Planner, if you are first responder or military or anything like that, they use ID Me. Your credentials are always in ID Me. If you are a first responder, military, or, ID Me is a hub for us. You log in once, show ID Me your credentials, it's solid, right? As you're checking out a Happy Planner, I think it saved me like $40.
That's awesome. They should do that. That's awesome. More companies need to do that.
Wait a second. Happy Planner has it for teachers.
They do? I didn't know that.
Wait a second. Now you're going to make me go over to Happy Planner. Someone help me out here. Happy Planner. Let me see what that means. Hold on one second. I'm going to it right now.
While you're doing that, I want to look at what Super Psycho Mom Plans and Saves. She said that a few months ago, she felt bad about it until her kids had a long talk with her about it, about self-care, and they're adult kids, which I can relate to that because my sons tell me that all the time, but it's really still hard for me. So they would love for me to take care of myself, which, warms my mama heart, of course. But, it's like a different change of life there, when they're like, Mom, no, just go and do it yourself. Go take care of yourself. And it's really hard for you to step back and go, okay. But, we got to start doing that a little more. Hence the reason why I'm going on this cruise next year. I am doing that. Did y'all see I've been saving in my cruise binder already? Let me see if I can get it. There it is. I can't wait for this. Next fall. Anybody else saving for something that they're going to do for self-care? That's going to be my big self-care.
When you get a chance and you got downtime, Steph, go to ID Me. Verify with ID Me. It's at the end of Happy Planner. And just see if you get that discount. Because it's military, nurse, first responder, student, teacher, and Canadian teacher.
Huh. Interesting.
So you could be getting a decent discount.
That could be good or bad.
Well, no, there were no discounts with there were no discounts yesterday with Retail Me Not. Now, let's talk about that for a second. Do any of you use retailmenot.com as a saving link?
No.
See, I do. And right now, I'm going to be 100% honest. I'm going to do a video about this. If you, I wish I could show it to you. If you use their connection into a website, they will show you discount codes, 25%, 10%, or 6% back on your purchase. Do you know that I am up to $297.72 in monies that I can have deposited into my PayPal account?
And that's legitimate. I'm always worried about stuff like that. So it's Retail Me Not?
Retail Me Not. And there is no affiliate, so I get no kickback. I looked to see if there was an affiliate. There is no affiliate. It is something I've been using for the longest time. And let me tell you this. I usually try, I'm going to log in. I usually try to save my money up until like Christmas time. I always saved it and had that extra little bit to spend at Christmas. But once I started saving money, I did not need it, like, because I've saved. I'm going to show you, let me tell you something. The last time, I withdrew from there, it's thinking, we're on a little bit of a delay. I have $297.72 that I am rewards are pending, and it's mostly from Walmart. I do all my grocery shopping through Walmart. I use my Walmart credit card, so I get the 5% back from them. I'm getting like 5% back on retailmenot.com. That's a savings of 10%. My last time that I pulled money out of my Retail Me Not account was 12/20/22, and I pulled out $376.92.
That's really good. That's money that you wouldn't have had. Just that's why I mean I do Fetch because it's just easy. You just scan your. I mean they don't do as many points as they used to because I think everyone jumped on board with it, but you still do, and I get Amazon gift cards from that.
Right. I mean, I stopped doing Fetch. I don't know why. Fetch, Ibotta. When I was couponing, I used all of those. But there's so many hidden gems to get more back on your spending.
I know certain credit cards too, if you use them and remember to pay them off, you'll get the cash back rewards on it as well. And I know a lot of people out in the budgeting community really do that consistently. I know in because I use Costco. I know you don't have a Costco out there, Donna, but on one of my credit cards, I'll get Costco rewards. And so it'll give me that once a year. And I'll use that because I'm going anyways, and it's my rewards. And I'll put bills on there and pay that off every month.
I think that's unbelievable. So I don't know if I put this in one of my videos. So I use, and I do, I use Amazon. We use our American Airlines. I use my Disney, not as much. And I use, what did I say? Amazon, Walmart, and American Airlines and Disney. Those are the four major cards that we use, right? Amazon, because it's easier to buy on Amazon than to go 50 miles to our mall area. So last week, well, actually 2 weeks ago before I left, Vinny, my son, has YouTube also. And he's like, Ma, he says, you know the guy who bought me the plaque? He reached 100,000, Dave? Do you remember when I put Dave's plaque, 100,000 plaque in there? Well, anyway, Dave came over to critique Vinny and work with Vinny. And Dave brought over his microphone. So Vinny says to me, Ma, I got something in the Amazon cart. And Vinny is so good. And this is how you're going to know that I'm telling you the truth. When Vinny uses the Amazon card, he leaves me a note. He says, I use PayPal credit. Please accept this as payment from young Mafia Vincenzo. So I'll wake up in the morning and money will be sitting on my desk for something he purchased. So 2 weeks ago, he's like, I got something in the Amazon cart. And I said to him, listen, just check out. I don't need to go upstairs and just check out. This is because everybody's got their credit card in our account. My daughter-in-law, us, whatever. I said, it's this one where you see 5% back. He goes, oh. So I was at his computer showing him, because, I want them to be independent. So he goes, what's this? You got like $150 in credit. I said, yes, I do. I build it up. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll make you a deal. You take care of Daddy while I'm gone. I'll pay for your microphone. Use the free credit. He goes, really? I said, yes. So it's perks. So not only is it a perk for me, I share my perks.
Yeah.
But they're there for us. You got to take advantage of them.
Right. And that's someone had mentioned those are, I think it might have been Lisa, more tools in the toolbox. And so when we go back to, I put it in my homework list, organize tools. That's another thing you can organize, and that is a tool to help you save money. So if that's something you're thinking about, I have it on here. I'm going to look up the things that Donna was talking about as a tool for me in my journey.
I mean, like they said, there's Rakuten out there. I know you guys said a bunch of them. I personally have been using Retail Me Not forever. Love it.
Yeah, Pat, I do the same thing. I use it for Amazon gift cards. I'll try to cash out around this end of November, December to use that towards Christmas shopping.
And you know what? So we have TJ Maxx now, right? So I use the TJ Maxx credit card, paid off, and you gain rewards for every so much you spend. They give you $5 or $10, whatever it is. So every time I got one of those in the email, I was using it. I don't know, 2 times ago when I went, the girl says, "Oh my gosh." She goes, "Do you know?" She goes, "I had a woman come in. She bought $200 worth of stuff and it was all free." And I went, "How come I didn't think of saving those?"
Yeah.
I literally was getting them and using them right away. Build them up.
Well, because then, especially like at TJ Maxx, they have big items and you can get those big items. I've bought pieces of furniture at TJ Maxx.
100% right. I mean,
But we've bought luggage there, bigger pieces.
I'd be okay with a brand new pocketbook come December.
Oh, that's my vice. Don't put one of those in front of me. And I love that you call it pocketbook.
Oh,
My mother-in-law calls that. Don't forget your pocketbook.
The last 3 times I was there, I went into those sections. I have a vision in my head of what I need and want. They don't have it. I think I'm going to have to make my own. Wait, Blue Cross Blue Shield has gift cards too for visiting doctor. And wait, I've got annual doctor visit coming up. What? Somebody's got Mom Plus 5. You got to give me more information on that. That's pretty impressive.
Lisa, I love it.
You both love your ones. Okay.
Yeah, I'm loving it. But it's for now. That's my vice. I don't buy shoes. I don't buy expensive clothes. I hate actually buying shoes. But wallets and purses and bags. My husband used to call me the bag lady.
I hate buying clothes.
Yeah, me too.
You get a Blue Cross Blue Shield. Okay, I'm writing that down on my list. All right. I'm writing that down. Blue Cross Blue Shield. And where do you go to find these perks? Just to bluecrossblueshield.com? All right. I'm gonna, this is funny. Sure, my other half is from New York too. So hearing him say it the same way. You guys making fun of the way I say coffee? Coffee!
No, I love it. It reminds me of my husband's family.
Coffee. Oh my gosh. So last week I was down on Long Island with John. I dragged his butt down there with me. The week before I was down there by myself. Vinny would message me, "Did you have a bagel yet?" No. Every day, "Did you have a bagel yet?" No. I couldn't leave the house because it was the first week that Katie was after surgery. So last week when John came down, there was freedom, right? He can run to the store, and he did. So the first day there, John has to go get bagels. Has to. So I send a picture, and the joke was, Vinny, I send Vinny a text, "Got my bagel." He goes, "It is about time." I go, "You're funny. New York bagels. Everybody is jealous over New York bagels."
I've never had one.
You know what? Can I sneak them on the cruise when we go? I might have to bring some down to Florida.
Can you take food on the cruise?
I don't know. Or you all have to eat it before we get on board. I did go to TJ Maxx yesterday. That's where I was heading when I called Mama Bear. And
What'd you get?
I know. Oh, yeah. What did I get? Okay. I go there and I literally, if you know the store, and I don't know if they're all the same, I do the outside wall. That's all I do. So I go in, I go to the pocketbooks. Oh, okay. I'll go to the pocketbooks. I go to the jewelry. I go through like the housewares. I bypass the shoes and the bathroom stuff. I go straight to the houseware. I bought. You have those holders for the sponge and the soap, and you just press the top, and the soap comes onto the sponge when you're doing the dishes. I grabbed one of those, but I grabbed food. I always grab food. I got a jar of pickled asparagus. Can I tell you they were delicious? Oh my gosh.
I've never gotten food from there.
I usually buy the Italian food from Italy. In fact, that's what we had for dinner tonight. Pasta and the sauce from Home Goods.
I'm going to have to look. I wonder if they even have that here in Idaho.
Wait a second. Where's the clearance section in TJ Maxx? Because I've never seen one.
I think they just mix it in, don't they? Oh, no, there's an aisle. No, there is an aisle. It's usually in the back in the corner where they have clearance.
I've never seen it. Huh. And of course, I brought Texas home a toy. That dog's got more toys than my kids ever had.
I was on Chewy.com looking for something today, and they had so many cute toys, but my dog does not like toys. You give him a toy, he looks at you like, what? And then maybe he'll play with it, but if you watch him, he'll stop. So I quit buying him toys.
So I literally just walked around, and that was it. I spent a little money, but my real money was spent at Happy Planner.
Yeah, well, it was probably fun. Sometimes it's fun just to walk around and look at stuff too. I've done that.
I honestly, if it's not housewares, I don't know how to buy things.
Yeah. I struggle with clothes. A lot of times I'll get frustrated and just leave.
I have no patience to try things on.
Except I was at Costco the other day. I posted about that on my Instagram about my Costco trip. And I almost stayed in budget. And then, of course, I even went with a list and everything. And they just have so many good things there that are really good deals.
Okay, so back when I lived in New York, Costco was the game, right? You go there. You needed $1,000 to walk in and walk out.
We never spent under 500. So I changed my budget to, I don't go until we have 300, and that's our limit. Unless if it's something specific that we've saved up for that we want to buy. And most of the time I can do well when I'm by myself. And even I came home and my husband's like, you didn't get anything at Costco. I'm like, I spent more than 300. He goes, but you didn't get anything. I know what that means. I didn't get any sweet stuff.
So what do you buy your laundry detergent? Do you buy paper towel? What is it?
I get paper towels, toilet paper, Kleenex. Usually the Costco brand's cheaper, depending if they have a sale. I buy dog treats. Those green chewies they are so inexpensive there, and you get big bags of them. And I buy, what did I say? Buy laundry detergent. So all those big bulky items I will buy there, and I store it and I save up because it usually lasts me several months because it's, unless if we've got a lot of people here. And that's my staple that I get there. Then all the other things. Oh, I also get my Parmesan there because it's a good deal.
Do you ever check your prices of your paper towel and toilet paper on Amazon?
No.
Do me a favor. I'm going to give you homework now.
All right.
Anything that you buy at Walmart, I'm sorry, at Costco, right? You know the quantity, you know, like the rolls, you know what you spend. Can you just see if it's less on Amazon, whether and see if it's lesser if you set up automatic delivery? Because I have a feeling that it's going to be cheaper.
But you know what I worry about is the quality. Like I'm a paper towel snob, and I like nice ones. And I think the Costco brand is really good quality, even on their toilet paper like that. But I put it on my homework. I'll check it.
I would like to readdress this and come back to it because I'm just kind of curious. See, I'm going to be 100% honest with you all. I have toilet paper and paper towels upstairs in TJ's old room from when I used to coupon. I have not couponed in 2 years. So let me tell you, sometimes they were free, sometimes they were pennies, sometimes they were $1. And I'm talking the 12 pack of paper towels, the roll. Like I still have an abundance. So I'm watching it go down in quantity, and I'm wondering, where am I going to start buying these from? Because I'm not going back to couponing.
I remember couponing. I tried to do that. Like, remember that show that was couponing?
Honestly, I never watched that. I watch YouTubers. And John used to say that I robbed CVS. I did. Wait, let me see something. Hold on. All right, you're going to think I'm absolutely nuts. You thought I was nuts last week when I brought in my ledger from 1991?
Yes.
If you go back and watch any of my old couponing videos.
Now I'm going to put that on my homework list.
Oh my gosh. So I went to Staples at one point and I asked them to take the composition books and literally cut them all in half. So I had multiple books, right? It was, you know how you talk about like back to school, 10 cents a book, 5 cents a book?
Yep.
I used to go and get the marble notebooks and I'd ask them, can you just cut them all in half? They're like, perfectly in half? I go, no, just the best you can do. And this way I had 2 notebooks. I'm crazy like that. So
no, I used to do that too.
This is a shampoo purchase, 0 out of pocket for shampoo, right? But I used to do it with, let's see. I used to keep track.
You could have been on that coupon show.
Holy moly. For like all this product, I paid $1.03 out of pocket. And then I'd break it down with all this was $6.85 out of pocket. So when I tell you I have an abundance of shampoo, conditioner, soaps, body washes, razors, shaving cream, makeup. I've got enough makeup probably for every girl in this room. And I've given stuff away like you would not believe.
That's awesome.
And I'm still using the laundry soap that I still had. All my Tide and my Gain. I used to coupon at Dollar General. Do I have any couponers in the house?
There's a lot of people that have commented that they used to coupon or they missed the paper coupons from the Sunday paper. And it's not the same anymore. I know.
It started changing. That's why I got out of the game.
I think those shows ruined it.
Yeah, I don't know, but I stopped, and I'm still using my supply. But I'm kind of curious, when you compare your prices, and if you decide to order on Amazon, your quality. I'm kind of curious if you ever decide. Right, the Crafty Saver. I know that Janet used to do that too. Sometimes she still throws a video in here and there of a great deal. But I take that penny and I stretch it as far as I can with all aspects of my life. And going back um, to this, tracking and paper to pen, pen to paper is truly important.
Yep.
Full circle. Full circle.
I keep my notebooks too. I'm probably not as organized as you, but I do keep my notebooks. And I impressed that in my kids when they were small, because we would do notebooking for homework and things like that. And I still have a lot of their old notebooks, and just to kind of, I just think we don't get a lot of that with technology. All that's going to fade away, and I think it there's a disconnect when you just do everything on your technology. And maybe I'm old school, but I do both. I mean, there are things that I do definitely on the computer and my iPad, but um, there's there's something to say about writing it down.
100%.
And like I said, oh yeah, I even wrote that in my little notes today. And there's one more topic that you said we haven't gone over yet. Where is it?
Emotional spending?
No, the hop tracker is like, so here's the hop tracker for holiday. I was tracking this on my phone, and I would show you, but my phone's my camera right now. I would watch it and I'd be writing it into my phone, like what everybody rolled and how much each envelope had. And then I would erase it. And it's like, it's so nice that we have these that I could just track it on here. So I was so thankful for those. The emotional spending is the one we haven't talked about yet.
While I was away and tracking and the whole, I was impressed with Crafts and Budget with Mary Love Country Living. She tracks it too. A couple of people in here said they've been tracking since the very beginning. And I said in today's video, I'm jealous. Why didn't I track it? Like, that's, to me, is self-care and fun.
Yeah. And you know what? I haven't been tracking the ding, ding, ding. And I do my monthly where I take it out, but I have that in July. I'm going to start tracking that and just take it for the next year and just keep going and saving my little trackers for each month. So with the ding, 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 what I'm going to do is I'm going to write the name of the month up here. And since I take it out at the end of the month, and then I'm going to do all of my challenges, put my total for the month, and then I'm going to save all of these in my notebook somewhere. I haven't figured that out yet, but
I think that's such a great idea. And I'm just thinking, by July 1st, it's going to be pretty cool to see what I was at the halfway point for the year.
Yeah, definitely. You finished a lot. This month I've been like, whoa, I wish I could finish that many. That is awesome. It's motivating.
And honestly, you all have been doing, what do you guys call it? The small challenges? What do you call that?
The minis.
Minis.
Yes, I love the minis.
I haven't jumped on that one yet.
So I started doing Mama's minis a while back, and then I stopped to kind of reset and did different things on different days. And then I brought back Mama's minis because I've been watching everybody doing minis again, and I missed that. Because I brought it in originally for myself because it was when I didn't have a ton to save, I felt accomplished. And then I could put, like, I was being more distinctive on this mini is going to go towards this either sinking fund or debt or savings goal. And I was a little more focused with that. So that's what I'm doing when I brought it back.
I really like that idea. And a part of me was thinking, how can I bring in minis but put my own, because I love it when I put my own spin on it, right? Like, I honestly, I don't know, but I don't know. Part of me says I want to take a binder, my sinking binder, and just make a mini for each one in like this binder with a roll and see what each one is going to get.
Yeah.
Like, and not so much a mini, but a roll and save for each one of these, and do a different binder a month.
I've seen people do that with their sinking funds, and I've done like the roll where you I have like these little scratch cards, and I would scratch it off, and that's how much is going into my sinking fund. I think you already have a lot of minis that are made that if you wanted to put them all together and do like a mini day, you could do that, because you have a lot of challenges that don't have any amounts on them. And that's what a lot of people use. And they say, okay, this challenge is going to be worth $2 an icon. And you have a lot of those already. You could just put them all together.
You know what's funny is I love, Heather, I spelled your name wrong. It's coming through right now. Sorry. Hi, Heather. I sometimes love to be told what to save.
Yeah.
I love it when a challenge tells me I've got to go from this denomination to this denomination and come up with, say, $100. I sometimes fumble when they're empty, they're blank. I'm like, I don't want to think about what I want to save. I want to be told what to save.
Well, you could play it a different way where, let's say you have one that has all the amounts in, and you can just roll and say how many you're going to do.
Right.
I think having the dice was a good way for people to go, because you could bring a 12-sided die. You can do a 3-sided die or 4-sided die. You could do 6-sided die. I've seen people do
Night, Tara.
20, and whatever you roll, that's how much money is going in. So that's kind of fun and exciting and scary sometimes.
Yeah, I think I like with the reset. I think I want to switch it up where one day is a 12-sided die roll and save.
Yeah.
And just make it, because you with roll and saves, you never know what you're gonna get. It's fun, it's like suspense.
I think it's a lot of fun.
I think sometimes I need that excitement.
I'm all about the fun. It helps me.
Yeah, I look at these binders going, what am I resetting? How am I going to set it up? And honestly, can I just tell you, my reset might be for July only. And then August might get another reset. Not where everything gets emptied out, but I change the day and what happens on that day.
And that's okay.
I'm going to test the waters and see where we're at. Because I think for the last year, I got a little monotonous.
Sorry, Char, you got me tonight. She's missing Andra. I am too.
You know what? I love it. Andra definitely brings something fun to the table. And let me tell you, I'm gonna go off for a second. You guys need to go watch her debt. Go watch her all together. But I love the way that she is knocking her debt down. Loving it.
I'm excited for her to get a house. That's awesome. That's a big deal, especially in this economy.
She's got goals, and I'm loving it.
Thanks, Char. I got a little nervous.
No, you did not. She didn't know. And this is the best. So here we are. We're up to 169, I think, tonight. And we have touched on so many amazing topics that I'm going to ask everyone that's still here, don't think hard about this. I'm going to throw this at you. I want you to answer it as fast as you can. What was the topic that hit you where you said, that's what I need to take from tonight? What are you taking from tonight? I want to see it. Come on, give it to me.
Yep, I want to see too.
What are you taking away from tonight? No overthinking this.
And then after you type it, write it in your notebook.
Ooh, liking that.
Dump, reset goals,
Ooh, I like that.
dumping, using the tools, pen to paper, focus, brain dump and focus, reset, homework. Sounds like a lot of them I think the whole idea of using your tools and organizing the tools and looking at what tools that are offered out there and what you have already.
I like Peggy. Peggy's going to do Retail Me Not because it's an extra way to save money on money that you're already spending. I love it that you guys are going to write it down.
Yay.
Self-care is important.
Giving myself grace. I like that, Amy.
Amy, I'm going to take a play out of that playbook right there. Yep, Michelle, track. Looking at this, you guys, did anyone, while sitting there tonight, did you have a piece of paper and pen with you? And did you take notes? If so, hashtag notes. Just kind of curious of who took notes tonight.
I did. I have a homework list now.
I'm loving your list. Sunday nights are truly amazing.
Look at all the notes. I love it. I love it.
And they're keeping coming. They really are. Mandy, did you see that you are on the list for July? I got Mandy's budgeting journey in the house. I just saw her for the first time. Mandy, Mandy's budgeting journey, you have July 25th. I'm going to be sending out an email, and the printable is over on my.com. It's still free. Yes, you've seen it. Perfect. I'm not going to reiterate then. Woo! I didn't see you earlier. I apologize. What did Jason? Jason's got homework?
He's going to try to convince his wife to do self-care. Tell her to watch our conversation.
Aw.
That's awesome.
All right, so we've got pen to paper people. We definitely have note takers. We definitely have people that realize the importance of tracking. This is why this village is so tight. And now do you guys understand when I said that when I watched her, when I finally got to sit and watch her focus videos, I literally said in my video today, she hooked me. Like she was reeling me in. I was hanging on her every word.
That's sweet. Thank you. Did I say this? Oh, there I am. Okay.
Where is Michelle that she is not home? Just curious. Michelle, where are you? I can get someone else to take your spot on the July hop.
Craft and Budget with Anna saying she wants to be in August. Maybe she'll do it.
Will you take Mary Love's spot for me? Mary Love was on the 23rd. I'm gonna pull this right now from my.com so that I can make a new one. Let me just go over there and pull it.
Ann says she can.
She can?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to reprint this. I'm going to reprint it. People are going to be looking for it and they'll be like, but you said it was here.
Mary, I've been enjoying your canning videos. You make it look so easy.
Okay. You're welcome, on. Thanks for jumping in. Yeah, I love to watch her canning videos.
You won't mess it up, Minnie. Wait, is it Minnie Brick Budget says I want to be in she thinks she'll mess it up. You won't. Write it down. It's not too hard. The big thing is having your envelope in the correct order. If you can do that, you're good.
Yeah, I'm not even anywhere near thinking about August yet. So July is done and we're going to focus on July. Literally, I can't until like the 3 days before the end of the month. I can't get my act together.
Well, you have a lot to prepare for July anyways.
I'm looking forward to that. All right. How about we cut? What are we at? 8:30. We're good for tonight. Are you good, Steph?
Sure.
I'm going to go sit and watch a TV show with Mr. Johnny D. My chair has been waiting for me for 2 weeks. I miss it. It feels so good to be home. And let me tell you something. I'm not kidding you when I call this space my think tank.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Mama Bear, don't go anywhere, okay?
Okay. Love you guys. Thanks for being here tonight. Thanks for letting me join.
Good night, everyone.